It's Brian Delivers You the Goods here, coming back at you for another review. I was gonna come back yesterday for this review, but I wasn't feeling good yesterday, so kind of lack of sleep I had, so kind of had a tiring Wednesday. So I'm coming back at you today to do this review, and this is for Supernatural Season 9. So I'm gonna go through episode by episode and let you know my thoughts on this. So let's get started. Episode 1, I think I'm gonna like it here. This is right after the angels fell and Sam was on the verge of death, and Sam is like in the hospital or whatever, but he's in a coma, so he's about to die, or is pretty much almost dead. And Sam is like in this different place where I guess he's on the stairway to heaven or something like that. I don't know. He's pretty much dying mostly, and Dean has to call out to any angel or whatever just to save him, which is kind of risky for him. And I think Cass was on the run from any angels and is just trying to get back to the bunker because there are angels out to get him. And pretty much Cass runs into this angel that he thinks that he can help, but she kind of wants his power mostly, or wants to possess him. And he has to kill that angel mostly, so he did. And Cass is still on the run mostly. Dean actually finds this angel named Ezekiel or whatever that comes to him. Well, this angel or whatever comes to him, but before that happens, there's another angel that's trying to get help from Dean or whatever. So he's trying to kill Dean or whatever or something like that. So yes, this Ezekiel character, the angel that is willing to help Dean or whatever, has to possess Sam, and Sam didn't want that because he really wanted to die, and right when he was talking to death, but Sam gave him no choice. Well, Dean was pretty much Dean. He just didn't want Sam to go. And pretty much Ezekiel has to heal himself while healing Sam, so yeah, he's gonna be possessing him for a little while. So episode 1's getting a 4.5 out of 5. Episode 2, Devil May Care. This is where they have Crowley in their clutches, Sam and Dean, so they're pretty much got him kidnapped, and they're the Winchester's bitch right now. And they're just trying to find out every demon on Earth that's possessed by anyone from Crowley, just to get intel on who to find and all that. And this is where Abaddon comes back and is just trying to make a demon army mostly, and trying to be the queen of hell or whatever. And that's what they pretty much do. They have to go hunt Abaddon or whatever and stop her, Sam and Dean. And then I guess they're one chick, Tracy, and the other guy or whatever that was with them, the other guy dies sadly by one of the demons that snipes him. And they pretty much, I don't think they stop Abaddon, they just get away barely or something like that. But yeah, no, Abaddon ran away. So this episode's getting a 4.5 out of 5. There's not really much to tell on it. That's just pretty much what they do. Sam and Dean are looking for Abaddon, and then they do find her, and then I wouldn't say they stopped her. She just fled after that. Episode 3, I'm No Angel. This is where Castiel is like just trying to go place to place just to find shelter mostly, and work, and to make money mostly. So he's still on the run from angels and this Bartholomew character that's looking for Castiel. So he's like a faction or whatever. It's one guy and a few quite a bit of angels following Bartholomew. And yeah. Castiel does get killed by one of the Reapers, I think. That are after him. Like a Reaper angel or whatever, I think, that he had sex with or whatever. And he gets stabbed, and then Sam brings him back, who's Ezekiel at the time, after he gets knocked out by the Reaper. But yeah, this episode is where Sam and Dean pretty much find Cass just to bring him back. And they find him, but he doesn't want to come back. Or is not able to. This episode's getting a 4.5 out of 5. Episode 4, Slumber Party. This is where Sam and Dean, see Charlie again. So they're doing a case with Charlie. But this one's, they're just trying to relax, and then they run into this Dorothy character that's been dormanted in this cocoon for like years with the Wicked Witch or something. And yeah, the Wicked Witch is just trying to bring her army to Sam and Dean's world or whatever. So once Dorothy wakes up, the Wicked Witch does as well. But yeah, this episode was entertaining a little. And Charlie actually goes off with Dorothy after they stop the Wicked Witch. So that's pretty much what happens. Charlie leaves Sam and Dean, and they stop the Wicked Witch. Charlie does die, like right after, but Sam actually brings her back. Well, Ezekiel brings her back, who is possessed by Sam. And yeah, this episode's getting a 4.5 out of 5. Episode 5, Dog Dean Afternoon. This is where Dean's like a dog or whatever, or has the basic instincts of a dog. So, yeah, this one was a little weird. It was not bad, but it was a little weird. I'm giving this a 4 out of 5. This one was, they were trying to find this, I don't know, some kind of guy that was eating animal hearts and all that. Just to cure his cancer or something. But yeah, this episode's getting a 4 out of 5. There's not really much to tell. It's just they're finding this guy that's taking animal livers, intestines, and all that just to make sure he doesn't get the cancer or whatever that he has that comes back. He's trying to cure it for the time being or something. Episode 6, Heaven Can't Wait. This is where an angel's like doing his heavenly duties on Earth and stopping people from like killing people that want to kill themselves or whatever, or in pain. So he just ends their pain or whatever. But it's nothing like that. It's just one guy almost was ready to kill himself, and then the angel's like, I can help with that, and then he just makes him explode, and you see a lot of pink everywhere. Then one chick feels like she could die or whatever, and then the guy makes her explode. And then Castiel he's about to kill Castiel, and that's where Cass stabs him right when Dean or whatever is helping him. So yeah, this angel is just pretty much going after people who are in pain or suffering and doing his heavenly duties on Earth. And this episode's getting a 4.5 out of 5. Episode 7, Bad Boys. This is where Dean goes back to his old home or whatever that he was in trouble with, that he went for troubled kids or whatever, just for like a month. He was in a boys' home or something. And this guy Sonny or whatever saying there's this one of the guys got killed or whatever, or people that was working here got killed. And so they're trying to find out who's doing it, and pretty much another kid gets his arm cut off or something, or it was pretty disgusting there. This episode's getting a 4.5 out of 5. It was pretty much just this kid's ghost, or a ghost that was this kid's mom or whatever, protecting his her son or whatever from people who might be hurting him or something. So that's what she's doing. This episode's getting a 4.5 out of 5. Episode 8, Rock and a Hard Place. This one was about this goddess named Vesta, I think, that was pretty much doing this chastity group for people who are it's kind of like this thing where they are born again Christians or whatever, so they're like virgins again. And yeah, they're just they're like, so we signed this and it's a clean slate or whatever. But yeah, this Vesta chick or whatever is going after people who break their faith or whatever, or kind of sin and just don't follow the born again thing or whatever. So they stop her pretty much. She kind of had people kidnapped or whatever underground and locked away mostly. So yeah, this episode's getting a 4.5 out of 5. She was actually trying to hurt Sam or whatever, and she's like, you're not normal. What are you or whatever? It's like, you're pretty much dead and all that. And so Dean's about ready to tell Sam or whatever what's wrong with him, and the angel's like, the angel that's possessing him is like, no, Dean, not right now. And he's like, but he has to know. He's like, I will be done with him soon. So yeah, Dean has to make up some white lie, and he doesn't tell Sam yet. So this episode's getting a 4.5 out of 5. Episode 9, Holy Terror. This is where Malachi and Bartholomew are going to war. Their factions or whatever are going to war with each other. And pretty much Malachi and all that are trying to go back to heaven mostly. They're both after one thing, and that's to find Metatron and kill him. And Cass is in the middle of it as well, and he stops one of the guys that's with Malachi or whatever. He takes his grace. And this is where Sam runs off, who's Ezekiel, but his real name's Gadriel, which Metatron reminds him. He's like, I know who you really are. And he's the one that, he's like, I caused all the angels to fall, which Metatron said, including the imprisoned ones. And yeah, he's like, well, heaven's kind of boring now, so I'm trying to bring back a few angels. And he wants Gadriel to do Metatron's dirty work and kill people on his to-do list. And one of them says Kevin Tran. And this is where Dean kind of has to tell Sam that he was possessed by an angel, and he let an angel into him. And he's like, why? And pretty much Sam kind of wasn't Sam. It was Gadriel that was pretending to be Sam. And that's where Gadriel kills Kevin. And Castiel didn't tell Dean before he got off the phone that wasn't Gadriel. And yeah, Sam's like, Gadriel's like, but I played Sam convincingly or whatever after he killed Kevin. He's like, I didn't want to do that, but I had to. And he left with the tablet, and that was pretty much it. This episode's getting a 4.5 out of 5. I will have to come back at you in the next part or whatever for the next few episodes I'm gonna do. So stay tuned for the next part, and I'll see you in the next video.